What's going on, guys? My name is NeatoCheeto, and I'm back playing Hearthstone. As you can see, I have bought myself into the arena, so we are going to do an arena run, and I'm excited to do so. We have the choice between the Paladin, the Hunter, and the Shaman, and out of all three of these, I would like to choose the Paladin, because it is one of the classes I enjoy the most, but I'm going to choose the Hunter, because we've had 2 Paladin runs, and then 2, Rogue runs, I believe. And so I think it's time to do something else. So Hunter it is. Choose. We're letting the hunt begin. So let's start up our fun deck here. Right off the bat, we have a Cold Light Oracle, a Mana Wraith, and a Flare. I kind of like the Flare, and I kind of like having one of the Flare. Cold Light Oracle and Mana Wraith aren't 2 of my favorite cards, so I'm gonna go with a Flare. Right off the bat, we got an interesting little choice here between a Sea Giant, which is 1 less cost for each minion on the battlefield, Molten Giant, which is 1 less cost for each damage you've taken, and a South Sea Captain, which I don't want to build a pirate deck, so kinda seems just something I don't need. Both of these are very interesting. One of them is kind of this late game card where if you take a lot of damage, you have the ability to really, you know, I don't know which one I like more, but I think the Sea Giant is a better proposition. So we have a Frostwolf Grunt, a Raid Leader, and a Freezing Trap. I want to get an early taunt, and I like having the early low-level taunts. So we got an Unleash the Hounds, a Mad Bomber, and a Timberwolf. Unleash the Hounds is actually a pretty good card for each enemy minion. You get a 1/1 Hound with charge, so if you're kind of behind, it's pretty good. Timberwolf is good if I get beasts though. That is the kind of trade-off that we have there. And Mad Bomber is just a card I don't like that much. But Timberwolf is a 1/1/1, so I'm gonna grab it. And you know, right off the bat, we get another beast. And out of all 3 of these, I would rather have this beast. So let's grab a boar. If we can get beasts, I would obviously like to have them, and so having another beast with a Starving Buzzard is nice. But Silvermoon Guardian with Divine Shield 4/3/3 is pretty good. Spiteful Smith is a 5/4/6, which is good, and your weapon has +2 attack. If I do get a weapon, though, that is the trade-off. I like Silvermoon Guardian, got a good Divine Shield on it, so let's grab that. So, Multi-Shot, very good card. Spellbreaker, pretty good card. Stormpike Commando, pretty good card as well. Out of all these, I want a Multi-Shot, at least 1 in my deck, so I'm going to snag it while I can. So we got a Snipe, an Arcane Shot, and an Amani Berserker. Can't talk this morning, apparently. Out of all 3 of these, I like the Amani Berserker, but having the Snipe, having a secret, we don't really have many secrets yet, so I'm going to snag it while I can. It's one of those snag it while you can kind of things. A 2/5 of a Rhino for 5 mana 2/5 is not the best, and the Stormwind is probably a better idea. But I'm going with this beast deck, so I think it's a good idea to grab that. So we got an Abomination, which gives you a taunt and Death Rattle, deals 2 damage to all characters, pretty dangerous. The Azure Drake is a little bit of card draw, and the Pint-Sized Summoner is nice. The minion you play each turn costs 1 less. First minion you play. But I would rather have the Azure Drake just because I need a little bit of card draw, and I don't have any yet. So, Reckless Rocketeer, Unleash the Hounds, and Tracking. Tracking is a decent card, but I don't like it because it makes you discard 2 of your cards, and they could be really good cards. Reckless Rocketeer is good because it has charge. It's good to throw out if you need to get rid of something, but I'm going to take an Unleash the Hounds. So we got a Creeper, a Rifleman, and a Tide Caller. I'm going to grab a Creeper. One high-level taunt is good to have, in my opinion. So we got a Stormwind Knight, a Raid Leader, and an Elven Archer. Stormwind Knight's a 4/2/5, but it's got charge, which is pretty good. I'd like to get a Raid Leader in my deck, and then an Elven Archer. I think I got enough really early game cards, so I'll take that. So we got another Boar, a Thrall Mar Farseer. There we go. And a Murloc. I'm not doing Murloc anything, so out of all these, I guess I'll take another Boar. You know, 1/1/1 boars aren't that good though, so I think maybe having the Farseer is better. But I'm committing to this beast deck. But let's get another Farseer. So out of all of these, definitely going to go with the Dark Iron Dwarf. The Grimscrow Oracle just doesn't draw me in at all while having a 1/1/1 Murloc, and since I'm not doing a Murloc deck. And tracking, like I said before, not my favorite card. So Deadly Shot, Animal Companion, and Worgen Infiltrator. Out of all of these, I would like to grab a Deadly Shot, but Animal Companion is great with the beast deck that I am building. So Frostwolf Warlord, Elven Archer, and a Magma Rager. Magma Rager is not really my thing. Frostwolf Warlord is my thing. I like that card. It's a good one. So Direwolf Alpha, adjacent minions have 1 attack. Frost Elemental is good. Freezing an enemy character. Harvest Golem's okay, but beast deck, man. It's the beast deck. It's just full of beasts. That's all we got going on. Reckless Rocketeer, Novice Engineer, and Stranglethorn Tiger. Stranglethorn Tiger is another beast, and I would like to grab it, but I need some more card draw. I don't have any other than 1 Azure Drake in here. So I'm going to grab that while I can. Hopefully another one of those pops up. We got another one of these. Faceless Manipulator. Choose minion, become a copy of it. Big Game Hunter. Big Game Hunter is a really good card. And South Sea Captain, which I don't need again. But Faceless is one of my favorites. So I'm grabbing it. So we got a Freezing Trap, another Tundra Rhino, and a Bloodsail Corsair. I'm going to grab a Freezing Trap. We don't have many traps yet at this point in time, and I'd like to have a few. Scavenging Hyena, Fen Creeper, and Ironforge Rifleman. Another beast for our arsenal of beasts, and that is good. Tundra Rhino, throw him off right here, and another multi-shot. I'm going to take a multi-shot. For sure. Hunter's Mark, change a minion's health to 1. Nightblade, and a Boulder Fist Ogre. I mean, we're pretty balanced here. A Nightblade's a pretty good card. 5/4/4 is not the best, but dealing 3 damage to the enemy hero is good. Hunter's Mark, though, changing a minion's health to 1 is pretty good and could come in handy, so I'm going to grab one of those. So we got a Leper Gnome, an Ironbody Berserker, and a Cobalt Geomancer. I'm going to take the Berserker. It's a 2/2/3 as opposed to a 2/2/2, and spell damage isn't too important with me here, so let's grab that while we can. Ascension, Shield Master, Hunter's Mark, and Unleash the Hounds. Man, I think I'm going to take the Ascension just to have another minion. I think I'm relatively balanced with minions and everything here. So we have a Taunt and Enrage plus 3 attack, a Tauren Warrior, a Chillwind Yeti, which is a 4/4/5, and a Shield Bearer, which is a low-level taunt. I'm going to take a Chillwind. I don't mind that at all. Another Tracking, a Wind Fury Harpy, and a Stone Tusk Boar. Wind Fury Harpy isn't the best card because it's 6/4/5, even though it has Wind Fury, but I don't need another Boar, really, and Tracking I don't want, so I'm going to take it. 2 more cards. Hey, here we go. We got our legendary going on. So we got Malagos, which is spell damage plus 5. It's a 9/4/12, which is kind of cool. A Baron Geddon, which is at the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to all other characters. It's a 7/7/5. That's interesting. And we have a Black Knight, which battle cries destroy an enemy minion with taunt. It's a 6/4/5. I kind of like that. They're not the best legendaries. I'm not really feeling this. Having a 9/4/12 isn't the best thing you can have, especially not with spell damage, so I think I'm going to take the Black Knight. And then, with 1 to go, we got a Flare, an Explosive Shot, and a Cold Light Oracle. I'm going to take an Explosive Shot out of these. And so now we have our beast heavy deck here, and I like it. I'm excited for it. Let's hop right into a game and play one here on our first episode of this Beast Hunter. The Beast-Ridden Hunter. I like it. I think we can do good things with this. I think. I have confidence in it, and I hope that that confidence shines through. I'm going to grab some gum here, and I'm excited. I'm excited. Every time it gets to the end of the spinning wheel, the frames drop to like 2 frames a second. It's kind of interesting, actually. So, we have Jaina, the mage.
You asked for it.
And let's see how we can do here. Right off the bat, we get some cards we just don't really need. Black Knight we don't need. I would like to keep it, but there's no reason. I will keep the Faceless, though, because it can really come in handy later in the game. And there we go. We get a Frostwolf Grunt, a Stone Tusk Boar. Good stuff to begin with. So, I'll toss a greetings into Abysmo's way. And,
Hello.
we'll see what we can do. I'm excited. I'm excited to get back into Arena. I haven't been in Arena in a while. You got a pretty good, conflagration of cards, if you may, to choose from here. We got a taunt that we can use on the next turn. We'll see what he does. He can take out, obviously, that boar immediately, which I'm guessing he'll probably do, but getting the 1 damage in there is kind of nice. And that's what the boars are in there for, really, is, you know, having an early game minion to do something. So I figured he would do that. No big deal. And he'll end his turn, and then we'll play our Frostwolf Grunt. I like it. There we go. Take that. Now, next turn, what are we looking for? We could coin up to a Yeti, which I may do. It's not a bad move. Getting something with, you know, 5 health, 4 damage on the board quick is not the worst idea. Plays a Geomancer, okay. And Arcane Missiles, okay. So, it did not take out my my taunt, though, and that is good. He can take it out, but he'll have to spend 2 mana for it. So I'm gonna coin up, and I'm gonna play my Yeti, and then I'm gonna attack. You know, what should I do here? Should I attack him? I'm gonna force him to attack me. I'm gonna grab the 2 damage while I can, and then he'll either, you know, use his Fire Blast or sacrifice his Cobalt Geomancer. You know, I don't know. We'll see what he decides to do, or he could just play something. Maybe he has, you know, a good taunt that he could play.
What to do?
You know, I have multi-shot, so if he does play something else and keeps everything alive, then I can multi-shot to get it out of the way. We have options. We have options. He's gonna do something with my Yeti? Maybe? It's all a guessing game at this point. Okay, so he's just gonna use his hero power on my taunt. He's gonna attack me directly.
Mind if I roll?
He's gonna play a Loot Hoarder. Okay, that's fine. There's an Azure Drake. That's nice. I can play 1 multi-shot right now, and I'm totally gonna do that. Clears the board. I can attack him directly for 4 damage, and he still has to deal with that next turn. So, and then next turn we have our Azure Drake, which I will play. Depending. If he plays something really good, I could Faceless it, but I would rather save the Faceless for when he plays something huge, and I can just grab a copy of it and you know, do some good things with that. But so there's an Ooze, and he also plays a Secret. Okay. I'm okay with that. There's a Scavenging Hyena. That's nice. The Yeti isn't a beast, though, which is unfortunate. But, I do want to play the Azure Drake, but I don't want it to die. So how can I test this secret?
I wonder.
I'm gonna shoot him with my hero power, so it's not anything to do with that. Put the hyena down. It's not a copy. I'm guessing it's an attack a minion, summon something else to deal with it. I'm gonna test it. Nope. Alright. Interesting. Maybe it's when I attack with a minion, gains 8 armor? I'm guessing it's an explosive shot. So, that makes my life a little bit more difficult. I don't want anything to go by the wayside, so I'll probably test that before my next turn. Arcane Missiles, okay. Okay, my minions are still in it. I'm guessing he'll use his hero power to take out that hyena. Yep. No, he doesn't. Oh, Arcane Explosion, okay. That was a pretty good play. I don't have the ability to test it at this point in time. I'm gonna toss out my Drake, get a little card draw. Tundra Rhino's good in my turn. Have him deal with it. I'm guessing it's either an explosive trap or a freezing trap is my guess. It's kind of like with secrets, you got to go through the motions. He uses a polymorph on it. Okay, that's interesting. Seems like kind of a waste of a turn almost, but hey, to each their own, I guess. There's a sea giant. Okay. There's no minions on the battlefield for that, so that doesn't really help me. I'm gonna toss out my Harpy with Wind Fury. Let him deal with it. Basically, at this point in time, I'm just kind of sitting and waiting because I know there's an explosive or a freezing trap there. I haven't had the ability to test it yet because he's been taking out my minions handily, so. Alright. Frostbolt. Okay, that's, that is a perfect... Oh, man, I want to test that trap so bad. I'm gonna grab a copy of that, though. I'm gonna toss out my Berserker. And then I'm gonna end my turn and just let him deal with it. I'm just gonna let him deal with it. I'm guessing it's an explosive trap or freezing trap. I've said that a bunch of times. But that worries me a little bit because I want to keep what I have right here on the board. Sea Giant obviously is something that I would love to grab next turn. Okay, figured he would take out my Harpy. That's no big deal. Will he trade? No. I figured he would... Maybe not. Okay. He has a Sea Giant as well. Interesting. Very interesting. He attacks me directly. Okay. Well... I'm going to toss out my taunt. I'm going to multi-shot. That was actually totally awesome, because now I can just spare one of these to use that there. I'm going to attack him and see, pop the secret. It is an ice barrier. Okay, I'm A-okay with that ice barrier. I'm gonna attack him directly. No, but I got 6 health, and he can... You know what? Screw these legendaries. I'm tired of that shit. Let's end this. So then he's gonna have to deal with my taunt. And I also have a Sea Giant in my back pocket. So that feels good. And he's low on cards. So I have a Tundra Rhino as well. But the Sea Giant obviously right now is the big thing. He is going to attack that. That's fine. He could deal 1 damage and then... Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can sacrifice both of these to take that out, but, so that's 6 right now. It'll become 5 if I put something else out there. So I'm going to put this beast out. And then I'm going to take out my Sea Giant. This guy has charge, so... I'm going to sacrifice both of these guys to that. I can only do 2 damage. So he can take out that... He can obviously take out my Sea Giant, but he's going to have to waste his Sea Giant, which doesn't leave him with much. So, we'll see how this goes. Okay, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Okay, draws 2 cards. That was a good play. Still got 6 mana to do stuff with, so... Alright, that's kind of annoying. That's a good play. Let's check our card draw. Okay, that's not bad. I'm gonna unleash the hounds here. It's an unfortunate situation because I don't believe that I can't really do anything. I think I lost I've lost just because I can't take him out at all. Annoying. But, it kinda is what it is. Not really much I can do, so... I mean, that was a good play by him. He kind of got out of the... Got out of the shit really early. Really? Really? You're gonna summon stuff like that and then be an ass. I hate that. It's still my least favorite thing when someone can just win and they continue to summon stuff like, ha! Look at what I had, you fuckface. So that was an unfortunate loss to begin with, but not the worst that we've come across. Unfortunate, yes. But we can still... I still believe we can do good things with this deck. I think if we get the right combination of cards, we can really make it work for us. Regardless, thank you for watching this first episode. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, you can leave a like. If not, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want to. It's up to you. I mean, it's your decision. So, regardless, I hope you enjoyed the episode. And we'll come back for more. So, I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye.